day. Something told me, don't let her go.
Yo, the man I'm called Cure this. You are listening to the Reggae Sound Splash show on Woodis Radio GH every Sunday. You don't know. I saw the thing go.
You old enough to know that she's the one. One in a million under the sun. Though you don't even know her name. Said you wanna dance over again.
Hello? Well, go on, Mr. Djmarleycure. How you doing? I'm very well. I'm very well, very well, very well. How you doing?
Okay. You are welcome to the Reggae Sound Splash show.
Thank you, thank you. You've been playing some very good music. I've been here vibes into it. Like all of my favorite tune them.
Yeah, man. Okay, so can you please introduce yourself to my listeners?
Well, my name is LEISA Amore. You know, my name means love. That's actually my name. And I'm just a passionate person who love reggae music and love Jamaican music. I love good music in general. And I think that's very typical of most Jamaican people. Our taste in music is not restricted to just Jamaican music. We have a very varied, appeal from country music to blues, rock and roll. All of it is infused into reggae music.
Okay.
So that's kind of just my thing.
Okay. So which part of Jamaica do you come from? Which part of Jamaica do you come from?
Um, I come from Kingston.
Okay.
Kingston, I guess the east side. Yeah.
Okay.
Where I was trying to remember some of the sounds that were big when I was coming up. I know like Weber, who used to play with Metro Media, come from where I'm from, Rollington Town.
Okay.
And I think there was another sound named Silver Arc that used to be big like when I was coming up in the 80s in Jamaica.
Okay. Okay, so sound system culture in Jamaica. Sound system culture in Jamaica. How it all started way back from your time?
It's I mean, like, sound system culture is so varied. Like, I did, kind of refresh myself on the history of it, going back decades before, me, just to familiarize myself. But to me, sound system culture don't get the respect it deserves internationally for every DJ in this world or their career to Jamaican sound system culture. All of that. Everything, because, I mean, they're copying hip-hop, but hip-hop got it from Jamaica.
Okay. Can you remember some names of sound systems in Jamaica during those days that you used to go to the dance? Names of sound
Say
systems.
that again?
I say, can you remember some names in the sound system way back when you used to go to the dance?
Okay, from when me used to go. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, when I was in Jamaica, I was very much sheltered. I was a church girl. But that's how much sound system culture, because it was everywhere. Even though my world was just home and school and church, there was a sound on my block, right? It was right down the block. That on every block there's a sound. But as far as I migrated to New York in the 90s. So like you're talking about that time frame, that's the heyday of like sound clash culture. You're talking about the Bodyguard, the Metro Media, the Stone Love, BS Odyssey. In New York, you had like Addies and oh, what the rest of them name? And like Steely Bashman come out of that. Um, what I can't remember the name of them now. But like I mean, like that's the heyday. Like in the '90s in New York. See, that's the thing I really want to talk about because my I mean my research, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sound system culture started the whole Jamaica before there was ever any Jamaican music, before ska, before rocksteady, before reggae. Sound systems was playing music and making money, and that's how they were even able to start producing the music
Okay.
that became ska. Because the most lucrative ones, they tied the sound system and the dance to the liquor. So now them selling liquor and can make money, and then they build up the sound, and they then became the first record producers and the record studio owners,
Okay.
and actually start producing music, not just copying the R&B records, which is what they did initially. They
Okay.
started making, like the first big ska record, like Bob Marley, Simmer Down. That was Coxsone, and that didn't play on the radio,
Yeah, man.
That was sound systems playing that all over the ghetto, and that's how it get big, and it became number one in Jamaica. But even before that, you had U-Roy, who they recorded him. He was like a DJ like you, just a toast on the mic and toasted over the dubs, and those records became number one in Jamaica.
Okay, what about Down East Sound System? Do you know about them? Down
Which
East,
one?
Down East, Downbeat Sound System, Downbeat Sound
I'm
System,
trying. I know
Downbeats.
that was definitely one of the first. I'm trying to remember who owned that. Was that Duke Reed or Coxsone? Because I know that was one of the first ones.
The first sound system in Jamaica,
Yeah,
Downbeats.
yeah, yeah. Because I think there was one of the first sound clashes.
Okay, okay, okay. So um, they were the first sound system that came out from Jamaica.
Right.
Okay,
You had like Prince Buster, Coxsone, Duke Reed, and once for them sound system get big, then they started them making their own records.
okay, okay,
First it was the dubs, and them just make dubs for the sound system, and then eventually that moved into actually making music. Once then actually, like, Coxsone was the first black man to own a record studio in Jamaica.
okay. Um,
But
Sir David Rodigan. At that time, at that time,
no, he came later. That came later. But I mean, for to talk about Jamaican music, you have to talk about Britain,
yeah, yeah.
because every artist, I don't care who it was, that's where the music was able to grow, because the only people who had money in them days was like, the uptown people. But the uptown people don't make music. Downtown people make music, and by the time the uptown people catch on to it, it's
Okay,
already out of style. So it's like by the time uptown people caught on to ska, the movement was already on rock steady. Like it moved so fast, but it was all about the bass drum, That's the bass guitar and the bass drum. That's the basis of rocksteady, and reggae is just the different pace. Like ska was really fast, upbeat, and then rocksteady kind of slow it down,
Okay.
and then reggae just kind of add a I'm not a musician, so you would know more than me.
Okay, we are talking about sound system culture thing. Yeah, so you okay? We have another sound system called LP sound system. LP sound system. Do you know about them?
Yeah.
Okay, also from Jamaica.
Yeah, they might have come later. So it's like you know them, but you don't necessarily like, because I don't study sound system like that. Just trying to get into it now. But it's like when it's around you, you hear it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my brother, like he have like all of the cassette them from way back when. I swear I want to go and steal his stuff. He have all the old cassette them from way back
So
with
you are going to stay them
Kilimanjaro. Yes, we're gonna go on a
and play
mission.
them.
Yeah, we need a ninja suit and go. Yeah,
Okay.
because them's is treasures.
But recently, anytime I post about Vibes Cartel, then you just give me like you say no, you don't like Vibes Cartel.
Yeah,
What's the reason?
I have a big issue with Vibes Cartel because I feel like it
Because
diminished
anytime
the
I post
music.
Vibes Cartel on my Facebook wall, you are the first person to come and say Cartel is this and that. On radio today, this is the Reggae Sound Splash show. I want you to clarify the air and let my listeners know about the reason why you being a Jamaican, you understand the reggae dancehall business and the sound system culture in Jamaica.
All
Why
right, I
did you
can explain
dislike
myself.
Vibes Cartel?
I look at myself as a music purist, right?
Yeah, man.
So, it's not like say I don't feel like I know I'm not in the majority when I say this,
Yeah.
but it's sentiments that's echoed by some of the artists them that I respect the most, like Bojo and Bounty.
Yeah.
And Bounty is the man who bring Vibes Cartel in the business. So him echoing the same sentiments as me. Here's what I think. Vibes Cartel, you cannot deny his talent and his influence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because there's definitely a line before Cartel and after Cartel. But there's also a line between Black Cartel and Bleach Out Face Cartel. You understand?
Yeah, yeah. I
Right.
understand. I
And
understand.
it's not necessarily, and one, it have to do with the stuff in our personal life, but it also has to do with the type of music where him start
Yeah,
to
yeah.
promote
Because
and the
some of his
content
songs.
of it and how it's influenced a whole bunch of people and the industry in general, and not for the better.
Okay,
Not for the better.
okay. Because some of his songs
But
have
now the nice
FMP
thing is say
words,
him
and most
talented
people
enough.
dislike it.
He was one of the wickedest lyricists. I don't and it's not even about the slackness thing, because Jamaica, especially dancehall music, has always been naughty and slack. But somehow there's a line that get crossed, and when you see the content of a lot of the stuff that's coming out now, you see that that's all, you can point it right back to him. That's where I have an issue with him.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Some people are saying right now dancehall music in Jamaica sound like hip hop. Do you agree with them?
Say that again.
They say the dancehall music sound like hip hop. It's not the back like those days when Buju Banting, Bounty Killer, Ninja Man, Mad Cobra, Shabarangs them sing with passion. But right now it's like all the songs are slack and the beats
The
sound like
stuff
hip
you
hop.
coming out now? You're talking about the stuff coming out
Yes,
now?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some of the stuff is more hip hop now, and not even the good hip hop. Like if it did sound like Nas or Method Man or, you know, but it sound more like the mumble crap that they're doing, which either way, it not sound good. I don't, either way, you know, I don't like it. But music change over time, and there's nothing wrong with dancehall and hip hop having kind of a mix, because essentially they might come from the same source. So I don't necessarily even see no big difference between dancehall and hip hop. I feel like they them start at about the same time, and they go through some of the same changes, the same growing pains, some of the same criticism that I have of dancehall, I have of hip hop, right? And it's almost in the same time frame that those changes happen. But there's nothing wrong with dancehall and hip hop mixing.
Okay.
They might come from the same source, but it's like I said, it's go back to content.
Okay.
You know, like look at, to me, like one of the best albums that's ever been made, Distant Relatives. That was Nas and Damien together.
Yeah.
That was fire. But like, even somebody women don't really rate that much anymore. He went ham on that album. What name? What the rapper name?
Nas.
What's his name?
Nas.
Not Nas. Not Nas. Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Okay.
Yeah. It's content. You know what you're saying? It's not like every song gotta be like a anthem, but the music's supposed to move you in some way, shape, or form. Even if it's just to move you to dance and be happy. But some of the stuff you can't even understand what the hell they talking about.
Oh, good.
I mean, am I lying or what?
So there's one article out there that some of the reggae top stars are now moving from reggae to dancehall. Let me give you an example. Like Fanta Moja also came out with a song, Fire King, and Muta Baruka Fire Movement.
Yo, Muta Baruka need to move him right.
Yeah.
Who made him?
Muta Baruka was saying
overseer over Rasta. And like, here's the thing. Man is man. It's a good song. It wasn't derogatory towards women. It's not like that guy that was putting out him cigarette in a woman's mouth. The woman was fully clothed or whatever, but that was more derogatory than seeing just some, girls in bikinis dancing. Like, who more Rasta than Capleton? And Capleton sing, pum pum par pum 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 par pum pum. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, more time me for go sit down and go. Sometimes him too enough. Who made him? The song is good. That's the gist of it. Like, is it a good song? Is it something you can dance to? It's not every song gonna have to be a preaching thing. Just because somebody's a Rasta, that don't mean so them can't have a different side to them. Look how Tarrus Riley come out and do that song with Sensi, and that was a hit.
Yeah.
People want to put people in categories, and they need to stop that. Let people create.
Okay.
Okay. Even if it don't come out right, you try a thing and see if it works. Like, people forget that musicians are artists. They're supposed to try new things. They're supposed to evolve. They're not supposed to stay stuck and be the same person that they were 10 years ago. Right?
Okay. So Thank you for passing through the Reggae Sound Splash show. So, what's the final words for the upcoming artists who also want to be in the music industry?
Final word is I see a lot. I used to be of the mind because I'm so old school. You know, there's no new music out. Everything out is trash. And that's not true. I had to take that back. There's a lot of good music out there. There's a lot of people coming out with good music that's making me excited about the Jamaican music again. I mean, you're talking about Leela IK, Coffee. I mean, have you heard that tune with Coffee and Protege?
Yeah.
That is fire. And they both rapping or DJing. You can't really even put a category on it. It's just fire.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good music out there
Okay.
still. Even though there's a lot of trash too. But I choose to focus on the stuff that I like. And just leave the other rest to the other people because there's something for everybody. So, just because I don't like it, I may trash it, but I'm not going, you know, everybody got to make a hustle. And if somebody like it, if there's a market for it, then let people be too.
Okay. So thank you very much for coming through the show. I hope next time when I call you on the show. Hello?
Yeah, I hope to kind of build some kind of platform to try to promote good music. So maybe at a later date when I'm trying to launch that, I can come on and talk about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.